Okay, y'all, be honest. When you think about your website and you think about sending somebody to your website, how do you feel on the inside? Do you feel excited? Do you feel nervous? Do you feel like, oh, please don't look at my website, just look at my Instagram? Well, let me tell you, your website is key to the success of your online business or brick and mortar business, because more and more people are Googling things before they call and ask questions. Hello, millennials. So take this episode, use it in your business. I'm going to give you some super easy to apply tips to improve your website copy without hiring a copywriter in just a few hours. Welcome to Jumpstart Your Dreams. I am Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, business growth coach, content strategist, barrel racer, worship leader, wrangler of tiny humans, and champion of your God-given dreams. If you are finally ready to feel confident pursuing your God-given dreams, know Jesus more, and learn how to market and actually grow your business without losing your mind, then tell the dog to quit barking, grab a notepad and that third cup of coffee, and listen in for some shoot you straight, visionary, and practical tips to get you the breakthrough you've been looking for. Okay, so I don't know what it is about me, but I literally look at websites, I analyze them, and I make plans to improve websites in my head all the time. Maybe it's my little marketer brain, maybe it's my copywriter experience, maybe it's, how I work with clients, I don't know, but I love helping people improve their websites. But I know that not everybody, especially not startup businesses, you don't have thousands of dollars to hire a full-fledged copywriter. And I'll be honest, sometimes, depending on where you're at in your business, if you do have $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 to invest in your business, it might be better spent elsewhere. I'm not somebody that says you need to spend $3,000 right now, no matter where you're at in your business. Heck no. So I want to give you some tips, some easy DIY tips that you can, as a non-copywriter, non-coder, that you can use to improve your website copy and website without hiring a copywriter in just a few hours. So number one, if you get nothing else out of today, please do this and remember this. Clear wins over cute on every single day that ends in Y. Do y'all get that? Clear wins over cute every day of the week. You and I have less than 10 seconds to communicate what we do and how we help somebody. Don't waste it with fluff. Like, I get it that you want to talk about how great you are at something, or you want to showcase some work, but people are coming to your website to figure out if you can help them with their problem. Can you help me figure out my thing? Can you help me get the plumbing fixed in my house? Can you help me make my social media not suck? Can you give me family pictures that don't look like a hot mess? Like, whatever your business is, people are coming to you because they believe that you can help them solve a problem. Can you do it? Yes, but you need to tell them crystal clearly that you can. And if it's a toss-up between being cute or clear, please, for the love of all things holy, please pick clear. Because you can connect with people and you can make yourself and your business sound relatable and fun in ways that aren't confusing. So your statement about what you do, the problem that you solve, how you help somebody needs to be front and center above the fold on your homepage, on your website. It needs to be something that all of your employees can say. It needs to be something that people remember you for. It needs to be something that is so clearly communicated and so over communicated that people know what you do and the problem that you solve. And then they can decide for themselves whether they need you to help them or not. Then they can remember what you do and tell their friends, because they know what problem you solve. Okay, the second thing that you can easily do to improve your website copy and website without hiring a professional is this. Walk through your website and your sales funnels from a customer's perspective. Click the links, follow through, see where they go. Like, look at all the little different pieces. Look at it from a desktop, look at it from a mobile perspective. And to be honest, this is something that you probably want to borrow some outside eyeballs for. Like, have your spouse go through your website like as if they were a customer. Have your best friend, have somebody that, isn't familiar with all the ins and outs of your business go through it for you, and just to help you out. Like, because just when you are creating a thing, or when you are editing a thing, or you're fine-tuning a thing, whether it's a Word doc, an Instagram post, a website, our brains become so familiar with what we want to say, with what we want to communicate, that sometimes we think we actually wrote down what was in our brain, but in reality, our fatty fingers typed something completely different. Ask me how I know. So walk through your website sales funnels, your link tree, your Instagram, any way that you're trying to use for marketing seriously. Walk through that from a customer's perspective, and then make changes accordingly. Okay, number 3, interview some clients, or some dreamy clients, or some people that you wish were clients, and voice hack them. So maybe the words that you are using in your website copy are not the words that they're using in their head, because chances are you are, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 10 steps ahead of the person that you're helping. And so you have experience, you have market, history, you have a track record, you know a lot of things that they don't know yet. So for example, a very startup business is wanting help with their content. Well, they're not thinking, I need a content strategy, I need, content plan. They're thinking, what in the ever loving do I post on my Instagram? Faith, what do I post on my Instagram? Faith, what do I put up for the words on my website? Right? If that was my target market, I would need to use those words. And maybe, you're helping moms transition into a photography business. Well, they're not necessarily thinking, KPIs and planning out their schedule as much as you are. They're thinking, how do I get somebody to pay me to take pictures of their family? How do I get practice on somebody other than my kids? They're thinking those things. So just have a conversation with somebody. And I know that a lot of people don't like to get on the phone, but really that is the best way to get to know somebody, is to have a conversation with them. And you can either you want to record this, you can go back and listen to it. So you can either have a Zoom call and record it, or the other app that you can use if you don't want to have a Zoom call with somebody and you just want to have a phone call with somebody that's still fantastic is an app called Rev Call Recorder. And when you call somebody, as soon as they pick up, this little robot man will say, this call is being recorded, because apparently it's illegal to record people's conversations in certain states. So #win for keeping you out of jail. Yay. But it's a great option to record those conversations so that you can be truly engaged in the conversation, and then go back, listen in, and voice hack your ideal client and utilize some of that verbiage in your copy. And bonus, as you interview a dream client, or, your ideal client avatar, or whoever, you're gonna get some more ideas for content, right? And then you take those ideas, you take those words that they use, you integrate that into your website copy, and you take those ideas for content and their questions, and you use those ideas for like your FAQs and your podcast or blog content or your Instagram content. So spending time on the phone in conversation with people, the right people, the people that you want to help, the people that, are your ideal client, so valuable, so valuable. Okay, the next thing that you can do to improve your website copy without hiring a copywriter in just a few hours of your time is to use the free or paid version of Ubersuggest. So there are a ton of other SEO helper tools, SEO websites out there, like ones that will actually help you track and analyze your SEO. And Google Analytics is a whole thing, right? But Google Analytics is overwhelming, and so many of the other paid tools are just ridiculously expensive. Like one of the other ones that I looked at, that I checked into and used for like their trial period, was SEMrush. And I've heard really great things about SEMrush, but it was not easy to figure out how to use. It was like a whole thing. Like I went through the tutorials and I had like a little call with one of their little people, and I was like, this is it was just too much, and it was overwhelming to learn, and just not something that the average business owner who's doing their own website copy or improving their own website copy needs to try to learn. And it's really expensive. So Ubersuggest, I really like. I have the paid version. I bought it for myself and to use for clients, and I've actually recommended it to a few clients for them to buy so they have their own version. It's like $300, and it's for the lifetime use of that. And there's a limited number of projects that you can do at a time with it, but it's a really, I think that Ubersuggest makes SEO digestible. It makes it easy to understand, and then you can look at your own site. It analyzes your site for you and says, fix these things first, fix these things second. This is hard to fix, this is easy to fix, those kind of things. So well worth your time. The free version gives you 3 searches a day. So if you're super diligent and you just want to do like your 3 searches a day to figure out keywords, to figure out things that you need to fix, all that kind of stuff, then you can do it for free forever. But I just was unable. I really didn't have the bandwidth to like just do 3 searches at a time and make any progress. I needed the whole thing and to be able to sit down and really analyze it whenever I wanted to or needed to. And bonus, I'm going to have a whole episode, probably a slew of episodes coming out about SEO and how to really improve the SEO for your website. I've had those requested by many, actually, true story. I'm not just making that up, but SEO is a huge thing. It's a whole nother ballgame from your website copy, but it integrates into your website copy. It's all connected, but I'm going to have some episodes coming up about SEO. So make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss those, because they're going to be baller. And then the last thing that you can do without hiring a full-fledged copywriter is you could hire me for a 1-hour consult for much less than a full website copy. And in a 1-hour consult, we can go through either like business tactics to kind of jumpstart your business, or not just kind of really jumpstart your business, or I could spend an hour combing through your website with you, verbally giving you lots of things to fix, and then you can take and execute. So that's a great investment for not a huge chunk of change, like hiring me to do copy, or hiring my team to do copy, or hiring another copywriter to really make some traction on your website and get you going in the right direction and not cost you a ton of money or a ton of time. Okay, that's it for now. There's obviously much more that you can do to improve your website, improve your copy, improve your SEO, but all of that is for another episode, another time. But these 5 tips, or however many there were, to help you improve your website copy without hiring a copywriter in just a few hours of your time will be hugely beneficial to your website, your business, your client experience, and your bottom dollar. Thank you so much for listening in today. It means the world that you tuned in. Hopefully this episode inspired you, challenged you, and left you feeling like you really can do the thing that God has called you to do, even if you need a nap first. If it did, can I ask you a couple favors? Would you please subscribe so you don't miss a thing? Share this episode with a friend and take 30 seconds and go leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Not only will it bless my socks off to know that this is helping you, but it will help spread this message to more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs. Connect with me over on Instagram at Faith Hannon and find out about all the things, courses, coaching, and copywriting at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.